Hey, I'm Dylan Scott. So my debut album came out last week, and I wanted to thank Bobby Bones for allowing me to do this Ask Anything chat on the show today, and thank the fans for having me. All right. First question is from Tiger from Sarasota. He asked, "Who's the most famous person you've ever texted with?" Probably just Lee Bryce. You know, good buddy of mine. We're label mates. Wrote a couple songs together, and I was out on tour with him this past year, so text here and there. Lori from Taos. Is that how you spell it? How you say it?
Yeah.
Taos. Why did you make the CD self-titled? Were you close to other names? We thought about it. We thought about different things. And there's a song called Freak Show. That would have been a cool name to an album. But, you know, since we're a new artist, we want my name to just resonate more. Dylan Scott, and get in people's brains. So we just thought, why not just first album, self-titled, my name, and put it out there. Cruz from Clear Lake asks, what is the most memorable shows that you've performed and why? There's been several. One of them is Tortuga Music Festival down in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I remember going to that show and not knowing what to expect. You know, we were playing really early that day. I didn't expect anybody to really be there, and there was so many people, and they were singing the words back to us, and that's one of those moments you don't ever forget. Another one of those moments was up in Boots and Hearts in Canada. Same deal. We're going to a different country, you know, and didn't expect a lot of people to show up, and there was probably 3,000 people out there singing the lyrics back to you, and it was awesome. That's kind of what I live for as an artist. So, next question, Sandy from Hatboro. Who taught you to play the guitar, and who were your musical influences growing up? So my dad taught me guitar. I probably learned guitar about 11 or 12 years old. My dad was in the business back in the day, lived in Nashville, played with guys like Freddie Fender and Freddie Hart. So when he gave all it up, moved back to Louisiana, which is where I'm from, I grew up listening to the old school country music because of my dad. And so my biggest influence growing up, besides my dad, was Keith Whitley. It's the first album I ever had. That's the guy that I wanted to be when I grew up, sing like Keith Whitley. And he's probably had the most influence on my life, besides my dad. All right, Alex from Dundee. Will you ever come to Scotland? I hope so. I hope we go everywhere. I hope we not just the United States. I hope we go, Canada, Mexico, the UK, Scotland. I hope yeah, absolutely, man. That's the goal. So be looking for us. All right, Matt from Mason. Are meet and greet tickets available for your shows? Yeah, every now and then we have tickets available. We do like a VIP experience before shows. Right now we don't have a bus full time. We do every now and then. So here and there. But most of the time after all of our shows, I usually go out and, to the merch table and meet everybody anyway. So tickets or no tickets. So yeah. All right. Lindsay from South Bay. Which song are you most excited for everyone to hear off your debut album, and why? Besides My Girl, which is our current single right now, that's probably one of my favorite songs because it's about my girl, it's about my wife. Everything's true about it except the Crown and Sprite part. She doesn't drink, so. But it's a song that speaks true to me. It's something we've lived, something I grew up with. Other than that, there's a song on it called Living Room, which is a song that I did not write, but probably one of my favorite songs I've ever heard, just because people talk about growing up, you don't know what you have until it's gone, and it's kind of what that song's about. It's true. It's true. Everything about it is. So, probably Living Room. All right, Michelle from Denver. What is the first song you learned to sing? I think the first song I learned to sing was a church hymn called Do Lord. That was the first one. But at the same time I was learning that song, my dad was teaching me a song called, I think it's I Like My Women, just a little on the trashy side. So I'm literally 2 years old going on 3, and there's video of this, of me sitting down on my dad's lap, he's playing guitar, and I'm singing, I like my women just a little on the trashy side. So, yeah, that's an old country song. It's pretty crazy, really. My mom didn't like that too much. What is Ashley from Canton? What is your favorite song to perform live? There's a song on the album called My Town. Really cool. We usually open the show with it. It's what's cool about it. It's called My Town. We're in a different town every night. You know, people really cling on to that, and so it's fun coming out. That high energy, My Town, people singing it back, and then other than that, probably My Girl. That's the song we close with every night. And there's just something electric about it. I don't know for the fans, but as a band, when we hit My Girl, there's just something that happens where we all just look at each other and just like, man, this is just it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to perform. Let's see. Connor from San Diego says, "Are you on the road so much that you forget how to drive when you get home?" Not in Nashville, but it has been a while since I've been home to Louisiana, which is where I'm from. And so there are times I go back and I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about this road. Let me go down this road. Or people ask, hey, I'm going over to such and such road. I'm like, wait a second, where's that road at? So yes, it does happen. We are going a lot. I'm going. Matter of fact, right now it's been about a month since I've been in my house in Nashville. So maybe another month on the road, and yeah, I will forget. I'll forget how to get home. All right, Tiffany from Brunswick asked, what do you like to do for fun when you're not performing? She said, I'm a huge fan and I love your music and you rock. Please come back to Florida and come to Georgia. Sending love to you from Tiffany Seitz in Brunswick. What do I like to do for fun? So when I'm not on the road, which I love being on the road, that's my fun. But when I'm not, I usually I love deer hunting. I love duck hunting. I'm from Louisiana, so that's kind of what I grew up doing. But I love racing, so I'll go out to a dirt track race and hang out on a Saturday night. I'll go by myself if I have to. So that's usually what I do. Watch NASCAR. You know, I'm the ultimate redneck. So yeah. Alec from East Northport asks, what have you learned about yourself as an artist in the process of making your album? I learned a lot. I'll tell you, I learned a lot from Jim Ed Norman is one of the producers on the album, and just the stories he's told me and the things that I've learned from him has been incredible. You know, you learn things you can do with your voice that you didn't know you could do. So being in the studio every day it's like going to school, and it's a lot of fun at the same time. So Brittany from Baster Bass, you're almost as good as Tim McGraw. Can I have your autograph? Yes, Brittany, you can have my autograph, absolutely. And almost as good as Tim McGraw. Come on now. Really? No. Tim McGraw's awesome. Joanna from Kingston asks, what is something that you used to care about when you were younger that you no longer care about now? Well, that's a question right there. I used to really care about when I was younger, like in middle school and high school and stuff. I used to care about really what people thought about me. And you know, I think my mom told me one day, she's like, just put that aside. Just do what you want to do, and don't worry about what people think. So I kind of took that, and it's actually worked for me in life. You know, I do care about what people think, but at the same time, you can't fret about it. So you just have to do your thing and hope people like what you do. All right, and let's see, how about Patty from Sacramento? How many people from when you were younger do you bump into at your shows all over the country? That's a pretty good question. You know, here and there we do. People that go off to work in different states and whatnot. I tell you who I run into the most is my dad's friends. I feel like my dad can go to any state in this country and we can be in a Walmart or anywhere. He's gonna bump into somebody he knows. So it's pretty cool. We'll go to shows up in New York or Michigan or whatnot, and I'll bump into somebody like, hey, your dad told me he's gonna be here. So yeah, I mean, there's always somebody we know, so, and we appreciate that. So anyway, hey, thank you guys. Thank you, Bobby Bones, for having me. This has been a cool experience, and we'll see y'all soon.